Man, I just love you guys, man. Like, wow. Man, I feel like I got the ring. Like, thank you guys for proposing. Yes, yes. I will marry all of you. Like, I don't care. Ah, man, this is nice. This is nice. I was out there pacing, thinking about what I'll say, whether I'll be funny or not. And I'm like, it's not really whether I'll be funny or not. It's what I'll say, you know? It's like, this is the kind of space for that, you know? And I realized, people always ask comics, oh, you're a comedian? Yeah, it make me laugh, man. Just make me laugh. And they never do that for like, a doctor. It's never like, oh, you're a doctor. You check my prostate. It's never that for other professions. It's just for us. And, you have to act like, I even got that at a funeral once. Like, hey, you can make me laugh. I was like, whoa. There are people crying for legit reasons. Like, no, no, no. And I figured that it's because I need to say no more often. I never say no that much. I need to say no to like drinking on a Monday morning. In my hood, Monday morning is prime alcohol time. My hood, we have shots for 30 shillings. That's like, $0. It's like shots cost nothing in my hood. $0, you got like 4 shots. It's okay. It's okay. And I wish I'd started saying no more. Like last year, I did a thing I wasn't supposed to do. So I said yes to a marathon. I know some of you are not shocked. You're like, but you're Kenyan. Of course you run marathons. No, it's just 30 Kenyans who run marathons. And even they get tired. You ever seen them when they finish the race and they're being interviewed? They're like, the interviewer is like, so how did you break the world record? I ran, I finished. It's always something like that, like I'd want to ask, I'd want to see like an X-rated version of that, like they're being asked, like, something like, how did you satisfy your woman? In a record time of, 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 minute, 40 seconds. And you're like, I stroke. I like to see that. So I got into this marathon, and they called me up. They were like, we're doing this marathon to advocate for climate change and recycling and all those nice things that make you, can get you a job in NGOs. And, changing the environment. Yes. Climate change, climate strike. Of course, I love Greta. So, and they call me up. They call me up. They're like, it's going to be a half marathon, so you can come through. And I was like, I could do half. It's not like a marathon, it's half. I can do half. So I was ready that day. I drank 10 glasses of water. I was healthy. I was waiting. I had 2 fruits, an apple, and some other thing I forgot. I'm not that fruity. And and I went for the marathon, and I got there. It was a lovely, lovely setup. Everyone was there, mothers, children, husbands, grandfathers, even old ladies were there just looking cute, just putting their teeth in. And it was great. It was great. I was like, if they can do it, I can do it. And we started off, and it was nice. Everyone was smiling at each other, And we kept going. About 10 minutes in, I noticed people's faces started changing. There was like an expression of suppressed Kenyan anger that was trying to come out. And people started looking at each other weird. I was already tired. I was already standing. I was like, whoo, whoo. Some guy in a wheelchair just passed me and judged me the whole way. I felt like a waste of legs. and I kept running, and I passed the wheelchair guy. I kept running, and then I realized, I shouldn't have drunk 10 glasses of water. I got a stitch. Lactic acid. I'm like, oh my God. So I sat down. I had no shame. Wheelchair guy passes me again. This time he has a bottle of water. And I'm like, I was so tired. I was like, bro, so you give me a ride. Man, I need a lift. Help me. Black legs matter. Help me. Help. Oh my God. Oh man, but I finished. And I was okay. I had to sleep for 2 days. Luckily, I'm a comedian. I can do that. I slept for 2 days just to get better. Oh, man. It's crazy. Guys, like, when I get in the zone like this, it's like something speaks through me or something. And I might take a lot of time. So you guys, just when the time, just show me. I will know. Like, shout or something. I always do a lot of race jokes, yeah? Because, it's this space. And people love it, especially white people. And I feel like some of the stereotypes that come with race are not just, it's like a stereotype that you hate, but then something happens and you like that stereotype. Like men, when, you're a black guy and, white women think you're, full of capacity. You're loaded, they think your dick is big. That's a good stereotype. You can live with that. But so it happened to me. I was out with I was doing white things. I think it was zip lining. So we were zip lining. It was great. I loved it. I was like a puppy. It was great. I loved it. I loved it. And we're coming back, and it was me and the driver were the only black people. And everybody else was white, and they were really great people, really nice people. They were very nice to me, man. I loved them all. And then one of them, who was one of my very favorites, was this really smart Indian chick. And she was there. She was like, "Oh, Brian, I have some music you would like." And she put on the Lion King soundtrack. And it started, "Awimbowe, awimbowe, 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 awimbowe." For a second, I was like almost getting offended. But then I looked at her really cute face and how happy she was. And by the time 3 seconds passed, I was like, man, I was so happy, man. I was so happy. I was like, man. Oh, man, I love such racism. It's great. Oh, man, I don't even know what hip-hop music to listen to now. One of my favorite rappers, Kanye West, just gave his life to the Lord. And at first I was skeptical like a lot of people. Then I watched him explain himself, and I was like, yeah, I get that. He has found peace. Good for him. But now the problem is I can't listen to old Kanye West music like that. I can't. It's like, now I know Kanye as a Christian. I love his Christian album, Jesus is King. Great for Sundays. Just light up a blunt, listen to that. You will be blessed. Kanye West is a really great musician. And last year, Kanye West had a hit song. It was like, "You're such a fucking, I love it." Now I have to listen to that with a Christian mentality. So I can't say, "Oh," it's like, "Oh, you're such a perfect man." It's like, "I love it." And then, "I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck." So I have to change that to I'm a sick fuck, I like a... I have to change that. I have to think of something Christian to say to that. I'm like, I'm a good guy, I like a good church. You have to think of something else. You can't sing to Kanye. And people underestimate the influence of African American culture on us black guys. Oh, man. I'm sure most of you are listen to African rap in the 90s. "You're gonna make me act a fool up in here." Man, it sounds, and I like how African Americans sound, man, their culture, man. They make everything sound nice. They could be like, "Hey, man, I saw you with that other dude, and you're a motherfucker to me now. I can't talk to you, you're a motherfucker. It sounds nice. You're insulting me, but I appreciate the level of poetry involved in that. You can't say that with an African accent. It's very aggressive. "Hey, you're a motherfucker." It's like, it sounds like you actually, it's not cool. It is not cool. And I was so influenced by that. For a time, I was like, you know what? I could probably rap. I'm going to take my mother out of the hood because I can rap. And my hood, my hood is like hood. It's like proper hood. It's like we don't mess around, man. Even Uber drivers get scared to come to my hood sometimes. You'll be going there after a show, and the Uber driver starts getting scared. He's like, "Where are we going again?" Because, there's always signs that can show you you're almost getting into a seedy neighborhood. We were driving, a naked baby just ran across. There was an old woman stabbing a picture of our president. Tip him. Man. Uber driver starts explaining himself. Us Uber drivers don't even make anything. We are broke. It's like he expected me to just jump on him and just stab him like, Bolt. Taxify. Yeah. It's not good, man. It really isn't cool, man. I like that, sometimes, when people are packaging Africa still right now, the African narrative in some parts of the world, I don't know about Marcus and Switzerland, you're going to go and see the animals, right? The animals make it more than us. Like, for instance, if I... America has the Kardashians, Africa has lions. It's just how it's... Both of these are tourist attractions that bring foreign capital into the country. Like, for instance, if I died now, I won't even make it to the local news. I will never, BBC, Al Jazeera, and even if I make it to the local news, it'd just be like the headline, local man dies. Just local man. But if a lion dies, it'd be all over BBC, CNN, everywhere. Cecil the lion died today. It's a sad day in Africa. And I'm sitting there like, I'm not sad. I mean, it's bad, but I'm quite okay. And I'm like, first of all, how you call an African lion Cecil? Simba, Mufasa. It just sounds like, and the funny thing is, oh my God, you guys, okay. Did you hear that? Did you catch that? Oh yeah, it's good. I made a weird sound. And it's weird because, I feel like the way they talk about Africa, you can know how bad the situation is in Africa when we're doing like the tribal wars by how they report about it and how far the news correspondent will be from the scene. It's like, we're monitoring the famine situation in the DRC Congo. Over 300,000 people are directly or indirectly affected. Joining us is our correspondent in South Africa. Please tell us, you're really close to the situation. Please tell us, what do you think is happening? And I'm just there like, them niggas are dying. It's not okay. It's not okay, man. We laugh, but it's true sometimes. It's just how it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go and kiss the giraffe next week. Like, fellas, this is like a tip if you're trying to get like a summer bunny this December. If you want to know how, her duration in the country, if it's like a couple of weeks, her Facebook profile will be her with like kissing the giraffe or like lions or like rhinos. It's never like anything else. If you see that, yeah. If you see that, she's been here for 2 weeks. But if you see her picture, and the background is like Naivasha, she probably knows John Falme or someone of that sort. Or Andrew Kibe. Or something of that sort. But man, I've been trying to think about how I can be able to go abroad and like do comedy that tells people that we're not all, in some jungle. I love Lion King, but we're not all in some jungle. And I got a comedian from the US calling me up, and he was like, hey man, I want to come to the motherland, man, and do comedy, man. Like, yo, what's up? And he started trying to, get an African accent from me. I don't really have an African accent, but I played along. I was like, yeah. You can come anytime. I feel like, you know what? I feel like toxic masculinity goes really hard when you use an African accent. Like you be an African man and your girl is like, help me wash the dishes. If you reply with like an African accent, oh man, it just sounds very rude. No. Me, kill gorilla, I do it. Wash dishes, never. Like it sounds very, and This dude was like, I'm going to come to the motherland and I'm going to do this stand-up thing and all that. And he started asking me, tips like how to survive here. It was like, so what time the tribal clashes usually? I was like, like April 4th, So don't come around that time. It's not okay. And please, like, if you can't bring a machete or something, just to be good. And he's like, what about Ebola? I'm like, Ebola? I don't know him. Like, what am I going to do? Oh, man. This comedy thing takes me back to my childhood, man. Yo, guys, we played soccer, man. We actually thought we were going to be the next Cristiano Ronaldo, or that fat Ronaldo guy from Brazil. Like, soccer for us was a way out of the hood. It was like rap for us. You should see my toes. I don't have toes. I don't have toenails. I have talons. I've been in the jungle for real. And, so I watch a lot of soccer. And I remember I was watching the African Cup. And Kenya, as we were playing, was it Tunisia? What was the first game? Tunisia or Algeria? One of the Arabic African countries. I think it was Algeria. And, man, I have never seen such, the goalkeeper, the Kenyan goalkeeper, knew this was his chance to go to Europe. Man, did he save. I mean, we lost, but man, every time he took a dive, I was like, in my head, I'm thinking, he's thinking, I'm going to Europe. I will go to Europe. Gah! Nigga even saved a penalty at some point. Like, man. And I knew we were going to lose when the Kenyan anger kicked in. About 10 minutes in, I could hear the players shouting, "We want to Ujinga, eh? Watanga Ujinga. Wait, Johnny, Upsala Duni." Like, I was like, yeah, we're losing. It's like, yeah, for sure, we're losing. And I thought about that the other day, like making it on a world scale and telling like a Kenyan narrative to the world, African narrative to the world. And I was like, I need a Nike advert. Think about it. There's so many feet in Africa. And I could be a Nike ambassador, man. I know. I'm like, that would be like a dope advert. All the African stereotypes to sell shoes. I'd be there in the Masai Mara. Just walking around, just Masai, of course, shirtless. Got a spear, just running around, making, just jumping. And then some white woman is over there next to some acacia or baobab tree. And she's screaming. There's a lion that's about to, devour her. And I run there. And I chase away the lion with my African spirit. And I kick out the lion. And she's so grateful. She's so grateful for me. She kisses me. And we embrace lovingly, passionately. Then I look at the other camera and go, yeah, just do it. If that doesn't sell shoes in Africa, I can't help you all. That doesn't sell shoes, I can't help you all. Is it my time? No. Let me keep going. So I wanted to be a rapper for a while. I had dope lines. I was 16. There was really nothing else to do. And let me finish with this. And I realized early on, I couldn't really be a rapper because rappers are too tough. I mean, I like juice, And I like a cup of tea. You can't threaten someone and drink tea. I'm going to mess you up. I will mess you up. No, it doesn't really go well. And, because rappers would come out with songs like, I got shot 5 times and I didn't even die. I didn't even cry. Like, why? Who are you? I mean, even Jesus. It was just 3 nails. He died. Who are you? So, me, you don't even need to shoot me to make me cry. Just shoot the guy next to me. I will cry on their behalf. I'll be there like, oh man, it's blood. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. I'm Brian Onjoro. I want to thank all of you all for coming. It's not the end of the show. It's just that I have to do this. I used to hug everyone at my shows when I was starting out because I'd only get 2 guys. And I'll be there. No, I made a lot of friends in Nairobi just like that. Like I was a true Nairobi hippie. I wonder if people would have voted for me. I knew everything. I was homeless for a while, and I figured out there's some hotels in town, CBD, where you can shower for free. You get in, just pretend like you have business, leave your ID, shower, hot water, nice. Steal a towel or two, it's okay, and then leave. So, and at that whole time, I was still doing stand-up. You know, I was still a comic, I was still performing. And I just feel grateful to you guys for showing up for us like this, you know, giving us a space. Good, good. Summer. So yes, I'm going to just go off stage now. If anyone has cigarettes, see me at the back. Thank you.